Hello everybody out there in science land. For today we will be doing your unit 10 science review, benchmark review for the test that you will have tomorrow. I want to make sure you guys understand these concepts before you take the test. So this is page 495 out of your science book. Feel free to follow along with me and mark the correct answers and listen to my explanations, okay? So here we go. Animals that have 3 stages in their life cycles go through incomplete metamorphosis. They're missing one step. The process by which a sperm cell joins with an egg cell, that is called fertilization. And the movement of sperm cells from the male part of a flower to the female part occurs through the process of pollination. Something to keep in mind is that incomplete metamorphosis has 3 steps. Complete metamorphosis has 4. So it's very easy to kind of remember those things. Incomplete, it has 1 less, okay? The cones produced by the bristlecone pine tree are either male or female. In contrast, the flowers of the fish poison tree contains both male and female parts. What does this reveal about these 2 trees? It means that both of them carry on sexual reproduction. Number 5. The pictures below show animal behaviors. Which one is a learned behavior? This one right here, on number 5, is a learned behavior because the rabbit is a prey animal for many predators. So training a predator not to eat a pet rabbit would result in a learned behavior, okay? All right, moving right along. Sorry, that was Maria. Okay, number 6. The ruby-throated hummingbird lives in Florida. It uses its long beak to get nectar from flowers. What term identifies this type of hummingbird's long beak? This is a trait that they have in order to get the bugs out of there. Number 7, suppose Ada could play the clarinet by instinct. Which sentence describes what Ada would do? If it's by instinct, it means that nobody had to teach it to her. So she would be able to play it very well the first time she tried. It would be an instinct. Nobody had to teach it to her. Parents pass on traits to their children. What are traits? Traits are physical features. So for example, I have brown hair and Maria has brown hair because she gets my physical trait of brown hair goes to her. So I passed on that trait to her. Leanne notices a small insect in a pond near her home. The insect looked like a very small dragonfly. Her brother explained that it was a young dragonfly. In what stage of metamorphosis is this insect? This is a nymph. In incomplete metamorphosis, they don't go through a pupa stage. What they go is that they become a nymph, which is a smaller version of the adult. That's called a nymph stage. Sarai visits the local nature center. She sees a number of young animals. Which of the animal hatches from an egg? That would be the turtle. They hatch from eggs. Okay, 11. The caterpillar is in its 2nd stage of life where it eats a lot. So this is the larva stage. Pupa is when they're inside that chrysalis. So larva is when they're a caterpillar. Okay, alrighty, number 12. People who enjoy fly fishing use insects as lures to attract fish to the hook. A favorite lure is a model of the caddis fly. This amazing insect can live in streams for months. When the fly's body is more like a worm, it builds an underwater house out of pebbles to protect itself from predators. What stage of metamorphosis is the fly in at this point? So once again, if it's like a worm stage, that's a larva. Okay. Good, moving on. There are different types of metamorphosis. Some animals go through 3 stages, which is incomplete metamorphosis. I talked about that in the first page. Others go through 4 stages, which is complete metamorphosis. What stage is part of incomplete metamorphosis but not in complete metamorphosis? That's the nymph. Nymph is only found in incomplete metamorphosis, okay? 14. Monarch butterflies migrate to warm places every winter. What causes this? That's an instinct. The instinct to migrate wasn't taught by anybody. Especially because butterflies are raised alone. They don't have their parents with them as they're growing. So this is something they know by instinct. 15. The bald cypress tree produces seeds that are protected within cones. This tree is found in Florida swamps where their heavy rains create floods. The floodwaters spread the cones through the swamps. What role do the floodwaters play in the life cycle of the bald cypress? That's called seed dispersal. So in order for seeds to move somewhere else to keep growing, you can use the wind, it uses the water, it uses animals that the seeds get stuck to their fur. And even when they eat the fruit and then the animals get rid of that, and you know which way I'm talking about, it's always funny, they are spreading those seeds somewhere else, seed dispersal. The mahogany tree that grows in southern Florida produces seeds that look like this. Notice that the blades on the surface of the seed. What role do these blades play in the life cycle of the mahogany tree? Those blades right there, they protect the seed from being damaged. They're like little things guarding it, okay? 17, a beetle grows by the process of complete metamorphosis. How many stages are in complete metamorphosis? That's 4. Complete metamorphosis. Incomplete has 3. Okay, now we're gonna go to the back. I don't necessarily write all of these out, but I do talk about them, so you can make whatever notes you need to help you during the exam. Manuel's science fair project was on seed germination. Here's what he did. Step 1, he placed an equal amount of moist soil in 2 1-gallon glass jars. Step 2, he planted 10 radish seeds in each jar. Step 3, he unrolled a strip of steel wool, moistened it, and used string to suspend it inside of one of the jars. The moist steel wool should take up most of the oxygen inside this air. Step 4, cover both jars. Step 5, keep both jars under the same conditions of light and temperature. Step 6, observe both jars at the same time every day. Take notes of any differences in the germination of the seeds. Make a claim that identifies the purpose of Manuel's project and use evidence to support your claim. Well, what he's trying to figure out is if he's trying to take out oxygen out of one of the containers, it means that he's trying to determine whether seeds need that oxygen in order to germinate. So that's why he put the steel wool to take up all the oxygen in one jar, but keeps everything else the same, and then he compares it to the jar that does not have that steel wool that is going to steal the oxygen away. That's how he's going to figure out whether they need oxygen or not, by removing it from one of the plants and see if it grows. Then 19, there are many ways that animals help disperse seeds. For example, a box turtle eats the fruits and seeds of many plants. Then the turtle digests the fruit. Eventually, the turtle drops the seeds with its waste matter. Haha, poop. The table shows how long it takes for a box turtle to digest different types of seeds. So seed type Q takes 20 days, seed type R takes 2 days, seed type S takes 12 days, and seed type T takes 5 days. Make a claim about which seed the box turtle could disperse the greatest distance from the parent tree. Well, if it takes it 20 days to pass that seed type Q, that means that turtle can move away a lot more in 20 days than it can move in 2. So that means that the one that's going to be possibly the greatest distance is seed type Q, because it can move further away in 20 days as compared to, for example, 2 days. All right, so I want you to watch this video as many times as you need to review for the exam, which will be posted tomorrow. You can have these notes with you during the exam. I actually want that to happen, and for parents to check over your answers before you submit them. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.